So we're going to discuss what preparing for the end times doesn't mean. Okay? So, Mommy, would you like to begin?
Yes. What it doesn't mean is that you do not just isolate yourself from people, or you just take yourself into a little country by yourself, and you don't go to the city. You should go to the city and evangelize. You should be witnessing.
Yeah. We're not supposed to isolate ourselves from people. We're supposed to be in the country, have a character that God approves of, or get closer to Him every day, because it's a process, and then go out and share that with others. Share the God that when we have our devotion, the God that we meet in our devotional time, share that with others. Witness to them. This is how medical missionary also comes in. This is how the hygienic restaurants, whatever we have, whatever ministry the Lord has given to us, we take it out there to the people that we communicate with every day. And then it doesn't mean that you're going to leave your job.
No.
But Mama G and Papa G left their job, but we didn't leave ours. And the point is, you have to
balance.
Yeah, you have to be balanced, and you have to be sustained too. You can't be a fanatic,
right.
And you leave your job and you can't work, and you're expecting people to take care of you, all your responsibilities. If so, people are going to get turned off.
Yes.
Your message is not going to be effective.
Right.
You're not going to have an effective message, because here you are suffering. What are you telling me about this, God?
Yeah, and you have some people, they take their children out of school. If your children is pursuing their career, let they pursue their career. It
doesn't mean you're going to stop pursuing life.
Right.
Right? But and that's good, because we know not the day nor the hour. We should always be ready, but you don't know the day or the hour.
Right.
So that's why you mustn't take the kids out of schools, and of course send them to schools. We believe in homeschooling, but send them to schools that are basically geared towards helping them to develop a character for heaven, because that's the point of true education, focusing on Christ and developing a character for heaven. So yeah, that's a very good one, Mama G. We don't stop education. So I remember when I came from medical school, those times were rough too, and I remember when I was going and people discouraged me from going.
Yes.
And I remember a young lady was going to medical school, and Mommy said to me, would I encourage her to go? And I said, of course I would encourage her to go.
And she's finished.
And she's done now. The time passed, and when she went, it was a rough time, because it was right before COVID.
Right.
She went the year in 2019 before COVID, and then COVID started, and she was in all of that, and she's done. So I'm not discouraging anybody. Go to the Lord. I'll tell you, go to the Lord, pray, talk to Him, and see what He says about your life. It's individual. Yes, Mommy.
And also, you will need skills that will help you in the end
Very
of
good.
time.
Yes.
So get busy, get learning.
Don't sit down like a crow. And that's a fanatic behavior. You don't learn something. You don't garner a skill. How are you going to help people? How are you going to help? Remember, the bartering system is coming up. It may be that you help somebody to get better. They have a pound or two of rice or whatever, or a yam in the ground or whatever, and they pay you like that.
Yes.
And you can sustain yourself in that way, in that time before we have to run away. So very, very good. Another thing as well, you mentioned about not isolating yourself. Fine. Right. Yes, you want to speak about that?
Yes. It is a twin thing in that,
like a twin institution,
right? You have to be both physically and spiritually prepared.
Yes,
both of them goes together.
It's not just the farming. So we're Goshen Country Living, and we talk a lot about the farming and preparing. We're in our cornfield right now, right, with this coconut tree beside us. But it's spiritual preparation. It's also coming through the cornfield. It's also, when Mommy came in here, Mommy said, what was the song you were singing?
It was in the cornfield that Jesus did a miracle.
I never even knew that was a song. Yes. But she was, connecting the spiritual with the physical, and that's what we all ought to do. And because of that, we're going to store our treasures in heaven. That's really where our treasures are going to be stored, not here on earth, because you're doing the physical and the spiritual at the same time. We have to be balanced. Not just spiritual alone. That's where you reach fanaticism.
Intellectually, you have to keep studying.
The Lord can take. I've seen people who are not educated, and the Lord give them the word,
yes,
and how they can rightfully divide it. But I can tell you, with education, it's even better.
Right.
You already have an understanding. It's even better. So you can always go and study. You don't have to not go and take up education because God is coming soon and you're not. Garner the skills. If you have any comments, if you have any queries, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, if there's any topic you'd like us to speak on, feel free to leave that in the comments as well. And back to the physical, it doesn't mean you hoard.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that you're just packing up food and you're just saving up everything. And no.
Because you have some people, when we watch them now, preppers, they are storing up a lot of food.
And they're relying on themselves.
And there's no spiritual connection.
Yes. So you're just hoarding and you're making sure that in yourself, you are secure.
Right.
You're not talking to God. You're not allowing God to lead you. And these are some of the things that we have to know, that country living is not hoarding. Country living is not isolating yourself. Country living is not taking yourself away from regular society. Country living is not just leaving your job. The Lord has to, if you leave your job, the Lord has to instruct you to leave it.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, and that's important. And if it's a family unit, everybody doesn't leave their job and sit down and look at each other. You create a little system.
Right, and you communicate with each other and you make a decision. It's not a one person decision. I'm going to leave my job.
Yes.
We talk how much this is going to affect the family, how beneficial the family will be from this.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, how will the family benefit? Very good. Right. Yeah, that's a very good point. The next one is country living doesn't mean we're fearful.
Right.
Preparing for the end time doesn't mean we're fearful. What preparing for the end time isn't fear. It isn't moving in fear. And that's why a lot of people rush and go back to the city.
Yes.
Because they moved out of fear. I know of people who buy land, build house, and gone back to the city. The house is there collecting mold. Our little creatures are living in there because things have COVID came.
Right, and
they
were very scared.
Yes, and they ran and I heard people say, December, God is gonna come by December, or by December.
No date.
Sunday law. Yes, what end time preparedness is not time setting. You know not the day nor the hour, but you will see the events that are happening and you will know the times.
Yes.
That is what we ought to be doing right now. Seeing the time, seeing the events and saying, okay, it's close.
Right.
Let's be ready. That's what it is. Right? So it's definitely not hoarding. And it's definitely not being fearful.
And not being a fanatic.
In different ways, because that's also fanaticism when we are calling time and date setting.
Yes.
I heard Brother Devon Hop say something. He says, whenever we date set, basically the spirit of prophecy talks about the fact that it's a shock to the system. It's a shock to your faith. And when somebody is needing, like say their heart stopped and we use the defibrillator to bring it back, right, and we shock them, every single time they get a shot, they're weaker. So literally what you're doing when you date set is you're making yourself weaker. So we're not supposed to date set, my people. So this is just a quick video talking about what end times preparedness or country living is not. It's not these things, okay? So it is being prepared spiritually and physically
and intellectually.
It is still being able to live in the world that we are in, right? Being in the world but not of the world. And it is reaching those who are out there. It's not isolating yourself. It's about mingling in the community. It's about going out and witnessing. It's about getting souls for Christ. And most importantly, it's about gaining a character that is fit for heaven.
So true.
Yeah. So as we speak about this, what it isn't, we spoke about basically the digital ID and how the digital ID is coming in and what that means for us. If you'd like to see that video, here it is.